I always say man makes his marks in life. Man builds and leaves his mark in the landscape.
Architect Kashif Chowdhury is the designer of the Friendship Centre in Bangladesh.
Friendship is a non-governmental organization who work with some of the poorest of poor in this part of the world. They wanted a kind of a training meeting center for their various projects in healthcare, education. So we did this project for them.
Kashif Chowdhury drew his inspiration from the Buddhist monastery of Mahastan.
The most guiding inspiration was the ruins of Buddhist monasteries and settlements from 3rd century BC onwards, which are not very far away from here. In Mahastan, for example, you see the similar kind of handmade bricks. These are beautiful materials in the sense they're handmade. It has the imperfections that give it the texture. And it was very important for me to relate to 3,000 years of history and archaeology. So the Friendship Center is essentially arranged in 2 blocks. The residential block, which has the dormitories and the staff quarters and the dining pavilion. On the other side is the training pavilion, where people sit on the floor for various kinds of training programs, including theater. So Friendship organizes theaters which really deal with things like child marriage, women empowerment. So it's difficult to get these messages through to the people. They're being quite illiterate.
During the rainy season that lasts for 6 months, temperatures can vary between 25 to 35 degrees Celsius.
So one of the ideas was to have broken forms and pavilions, open spaces, because then we could have the natural ventilation. And in addition, we have the green roof on the top, which is really helping as a thermal mass, reducing the solar heat. The result is that we can avoid the use of air conditioning by using cross ventilation. It's a good time to come back to that point where we look at architecture not just as art, but really as responding to the context or to the people for whom we built.